What's going on, guys? This is Empty Box, and it's time for some poor camera work. Yay! But yeah, this is going to be a rig tour. Why? Because it's been one of the most asked for questions in the history of this channel, without a shadow of a doubt. And I've been gone for the last month and a half through this whole moving process, as well as through this whole process, everything's as clean as it's ever going to be ever again, because it's to be used, not to be looked at. But yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and get this all over and done with. That way I can never be asked about it again until the next time. Anyway, starting over here with the PC. First of all, guitar amplifier sitting on top of it. Yamaha THR-10. I also use it as desktop speakers when I don't feel like putting the headphones on. But the PC itself, random fractal design case. I think it's like the R5 or something like that. But inside of it, i7 6700K, 4.5 gigahertz, GTX 1070, one of the gigabyte versions, 16 gigs of RAM, everything on solid state drive, recording to standard spinning hard drives. Business as usual. Keyboard. Some random Microsoft Sidewinder keyboard from like 7 years ago. I've had that thing for a while. Probably needs to be replaced soon. Coaster. Because you gotta have a beverage. Critical. You need a coaster. Alright. DualShock 4, it's what I use for all my controller play stuff, because reasons. Logitech G602 mouse, because, oh my goodness, wireless is amazing. I hate wires. And then, what you really came here for, alright? The chair. The beautiful chair. Steelcase Leap version 2. I strongly suggest looking in for one of those chairs. You can find them in various office supply stores, because these things go for like $800 brand new. So do those things. Yeah. Rosenfeld Engineering Pro pedals. Oh, buddy, these things are fantastic. They are fantastic, to say the least. Yes, they are as good as you think they are, because, well, they are that good. And I don't just say that because they're a sponsor. I say that because they are actually that good. They wouldn't be a sponsor if I didn't believe them to be that good and they didn't stand by their product, which is why they are a sponsor. But yeah, one of the questions I've gotten though with these pedals, as well as even the Fanatec Club Sport version 2 that was running beforehand, I don't have a rig. A lot of you guys know that. So what do you do? Like, how do you keep the things from flipping over or running away across the carpet and all the bad things? Well, you're looking at it. It's just a sheet of MDF. In this case, it's 24 by 24, roughly. And the pedals are screwed into the MDF. And between the pedals, as well as the board itself, you're looking at 25, 30 pounds of weight. And then it's butted up against the wall. And then I even have some of those little foam gripper pads that you put underneath like a coffee table to keep it from running away on laminate or hardwood flooring. Just to keep it from moving from side to side, and really you're pretty good to go. At least in my case, given that I always race in socks, I never wear shoes, and with these pedals I never race barefoot because they are a bit too sharp to race barefoot, but perfectly fine in socks. So it works for me. I'm not one of those guys who's all like, oh, we gotta max out all the forces. Although the throttle pedal is set to like as stiff as it will go, because I like a nice heavy throttle pedal. Feels good, and you don't accidentally hit it. Like you gotta put some oomph into it. You gotta do it intentionally. Then we come to the wheel. Fanatec Club Sport version 2 wheelbase, Formula rim up front for 99.9%. Essentially all of my sim racing. Some people would be like, even like rally stuff? Yes, even rally stuff, because I'm just so used to it. I'm used to the feel, the size, the button layouts, everything. It's just good to go. I do also have this guy, which is the universal hub, and totally out of focus from the looks of it, but it's got a 320 millimeter wheel rim out in front of it. I'm just not a huge fan of the button layouts that you get from the universal kit. It's kind of hard to demonstrate one-handed while holding it up, obviously, but like I can't easily reach the buttons, and I like to be able to easily reach the buttons. So there's that. Just a quick run through the button mapping, just for those interested, wondering how I have my wheel set up. because I always think this is kind of something that's interesting that we never talk about. But glance left, glance right, KERS, DRS, actually strike that, reverse it, DRS, KERS, brake bias forward, brake bias rearward, pit speed limiter, push to talk, click button in for more ABS, click button in over here for less ABS, turn for more traction control, turn for less traction control. This four-way switch is generally used in iRacing for navigating button boxes, or the black boxes, as well as in Assetto Corsa, primarily for controlling various hybrid settings on the cars that support it. The button here is traction control override within iRacing, or alternatively in rFactor 2, the neutral button, and in Assetto Corsa, the change view button, just for reasons, I guess, because it's there. These two buttons in Assetto Corsa get used for hybrid settings again. There's like way too many of those things. And then this button here is the almighty, the button that makes it all bearable. That's the mute all key within iRacing. So that button gets a workout. I'm surprised I haven't needed to replace the switch in that yet. Har har har. Single screen, 27-inch Acer XB270HU. Believe me, I only know that because it says they're on the front, not because I'm some sort of weird monitor fetishist. But yeah, 27-inch single screen. That's what I race on. Yeah, you might be wondering, that's crazy. You're a super serious sim racer, so why no triple screens? Well, before I didn't have the space for triple screens, as well as now it looks more like I'm going to go VR. Plus, those things ain't cheap at all, and I'm probably going to go VR again. So yeah, that's that. But 1440p, 144 hertz, G-Sync. I have to say this, having come from like 60 hertz non-G-Sync or FreeSync or whatever, those technologies, whatever you want to call them, makes a world of difference. It really does. So much better for sim racing and racing games in general, because input lag, V-Sync, worst thing around. It just feels terrible. V-Sync feels terrible in sim racing. Like, you should feel bad if you like G-Sync, or not G-Sync. You should like G-Sync, except for the fact it's stupid expensive, but you should hate V-Sync. There you go. Hate V-Sync with a passion. It's good for you. And then at the bottom, the Fanatec Club Sport version 1.5 sequential H pattern shifter, rounding out things. And yeah, that's that. Got a desk, some random business office desk that popped up on Amazon, and it met all the requirements because you got the little cable tray back there, and then there's nothing underneath it, as well as the fact it's solid. You need a solid desk if you're going to be a sim racer on a desk. It's very important, all right? So don't skimp out, get one of those cheap wobbly things that just flies all over the place, because you will regret it if you have something stronger than a Logitech G29, G27, G25, whatever the heck they are these days. But that's that. And then one last thing I should mention, obviously, headphones and microphone. I'm not going to turn this camera around. Good luck. Some of you guys, why do you guys want a face reveal? Why? That's stupid. Like, stupid. But sorry for insulting you, but Sennheiser HD 558s, and then Mod Mic version 3 unidirectional. Yeah, that's what I use. Got to have headphones. They are also just as critical, almost as critical as turning frickin' V-Sync off. All joking aside, headphones are easily the third most important part of your sim racing rig, without a shadow of a doubt. People often ask how I can race in close quarters with other people on a single screen. Headphones. They are how you position cars that you can't see in your head, and once you get adept at it, you can position them specifically right where you think they are, and you will find that oftentimes they are there within a reasonable degree of accuracy. So yeah, that's that. That's the rig. Ooh, yeah. All the hype that you guys have built up for that one, right? Yep. Pretty standard, pretty boring. Sorry to disappoint. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.